Okay, I want to talk about this post. It was posted in Relationship Advice on Reddit. In a friends with benefits situation with the guy I've always liked, but he wants no strings attached. And from this user's history, it's a woman talking about a man. We're not sure how old they are, probably young. She says, I have this coworker whom I've always felt some chemistry with since the beginning. We've got a good banter going on, and people would always try to get us together, but we still carried on as regular work friends. So she obviously liked him, she felt chemistry, people were trying to get them together, but they didn't get together. So already something tells me he's not into it. Then I realized I actually do like this guy, and I always did deep down, but was too distracted from sleeping around with other people. So if she's sleeping around with other people, he probably gets that feeling from her. He probably knows about that. He's already not into her. So there's all these things happening. She says, I stopped doing that just to focus on figuring out my feelings for him. I never told him, but one thing led to another, and now we're sleeping with each other. Right from the start, he told me that he doesn't want any strings attached and that he'd update me if he starts seeing someone in a serious relationship. So he's telling her, "Hey, we can have sex, but it's just sex. I'm not in a relationship with you. If I find an actual girlfriend that I want to be with, I'll let you know and then we can stop this." So already she's getting herself into a bad situation. She's sleeping around, which is hurting her ability to pair bond. Women pair bond when they have sex. It's biological, it's natural. You can have sex that's, no strings attached or meaningless or emotionless, but there is a biological cost to that. And you're when you have feelings for someone and then you have sex with them, it strengthens that even more. So now she's even more attached and they're having sex. This is why it can be a problem to be sleeping around with other people and be sleeping with people that you like that don't reciprocate those feelings, and vice versa. So she says, for someone who doesn't want any attachments, he's always trying to get all intimate with me, like tucking my hair to the side of my ear on a windy evening or laying his head on my lap as he opens up to me about himself. He grabs me for a deep kiss at random moments, etc. So there is no clear boundaries with friends with benefits. There is always going to be some gray area because what one person considers to be in the realm of the sexual nature of the relationship, the other person might not. So for this guy, he's thinking, oh, we're having sex, blah, blah, when we're alone. Yeah, I'll touch her. Yeah, I'll just kiss her really passionately because I really want to kiss someone in that moment because that's all part of this. And in her mind, that's all part of a more emotional side of a relationship. So friends with benefits, they're never going to be clear boundaries. And this is why it's so dangerous and that they rarely ever work out because you're taking a friendship where there are clear boundaries. You're adding sex, which can cause emotions that are unreciprocated, can cause pair bonding to happen, and then it causes this toxic environment where one person and the other person is not really sure where they stand. And in this case, she already knows he's out there looking for an actual girlfriend, and then he won't give her any more of this attention or validation anymore. She says, I don't know how he could do all that and not even consider for a moment that maybe he could ask me out. Well, there's no point in thinking about why wouldn't he or why couldn't he. He doesn't want to. He's not into you. It's just not going to happen. There's no point in dwelling on it. And there's no point in having sex with that person when clearly you have an emotional attachment with sex and you want a relationship. Go find someone that wants a relationship with you. You can find someone. So she continues, I know I've set myself up for a broken heart the moment I agreed to being friends with benefits while I'm still secretly in love with him. But I thought, I've already felt brokenhearted, so what's there to lose? Okay, so it's not about what's there to lose. It's really about what you're creating. You've created a mess. You've created more baggage, more problems, more anxiety, more stress, more sadness. You've wasted your time and your emotional energy, and you've created something, and now, yes, there's that feeling of loss, but it's not really about, oh, what's there to lose. It's like, it's about what you're creating in your life, what you're spending your energy doing. You don't want to be spending your energy and your time doing that and creating more trauma for yourself, more overwhelming emotions that you can't handle already in your life. If you're already confused about what's going on and you're already been sleeping around with other people, you need to pause and take a moment and reflect on yourself and think about what's best for yourself, and stop saying what's there left to lose. You need to start thinking of, what do I want to create? And she goes on and says, I might as well see what it would be like being closer to him, what kissing and hugging him would be like, and all that. I'm feeling conflicted as to what I should do. So what she needs to do is what I said. She needs to stop seeing this person, just be friends, set the boundaries that they're just friends at work, they're just coworkers, not even friends, they're just coworkers. She's going to focus on herself and focus on what she needs to feel validated and comfortable in herself. She needs to find an actual relationship with someone that's going to reciprocate those feelings in a healthy way with her, if that's what she wants to do. She wants to have sex and she wants that emotional attachment, and that's what she needs to do. She needs to stop creating more mess with this. She needs to move on. She needs to heal, put time and space in this, and to not do friends with benefits again. It doesn't work out, and there's a reason why people need boundaries in relationships, and that's why traditional relationships and friendships, relationships between couples, relationships between family members, there's a reason why people have these roles. It's because we need boundaries for relationships to work. When people know what the give and take is, what is comfortable and what is allowed, then people can flourish and people can have good, strong relationships. You can't have a good, strong relationship when the boundaries are unclear and everyone's stepping over each other's boundaries, hurting each other's feelings, being confused. That's not a healthy relationship. That's not a strong relationship. That's just, manipulating and using people for different things without really caring about how that's affecting the other person. Or maybe you do genuinely care about the other person, but if your behaviors are actually hurting that person, then you need to not do that. And if your behaviors are hurting yourself, you need to stop doing those behaviors.